Good afternoon, class. Thank you. You can sit down. All right, then today's lesson will be looking at the word problems you were given last lesson involving quadratic equations. We are going to do the first 3 questions orally. That's questions 2. No, we did question 2 already. Question 3, question 4, and question 5. The rest of the questions, I'd like some volunteers to come and do them on the board and explain them as well. So, Kyle, you will give us the answer to question 3, please. If one positive integer is 7 less than the other, and the sum of the squares is 205, what are the numbers? Kyle?
13 and negative 6. 13 or negative 6.
13 or negative 6. It says if one positive integer is 7 less than the other, the sum of the squares is 205. Find the numbers. I think it's requiring 2 positive numbers. If one number is 13, is the other negative 6 or positive 6? Positive 6. Okay, so the numbers are 13 and positive 6. If you square 13 and square 6, you will get a sum of 205. And the difference between 13 and 6 is 7. All right, number 3, Kila. Sorry, number 4.
Eleven and 9.
11 and
9.
9. Okay, 9 and 11 are the 2 answers for question 4. Correct? Question 5. Let's start. A positive integer when increased by 30 will be equal to its square. The number is
6.
6. Okay. Number 5, the answer is 6. Okay. I'd like some volunteers for question 6, 7 to 11. Any volunteers? You know that if you don't volunteer, I'll still call your name. So it's better you volunteer now. Who wants to do number 6? Nobody? Livingston? Do number 6. Number 7? Patrick? Number 8? Number 8, Miriam. Number 9, Velma. All right, those first 4, quick. Number 6, number 7, number 8, and number 9.
The question reads, a hole is 4 meters longer than it is wide. If its area is 140 square meters, find its dimension. X and the length be x plus 4 meters. Since the area is 140, our equation is x times x plus 4.
Equals 140.
Times, remove the brackets, we get x squared plus 4x. Take 140 to that side, we get minus 140. And then by factorizing, I got x plus 14 times x minus 10 equals 0, which is x plus 14 equals 0, x is equals to minus 14, x minus 10 is equals to 0, x is equals to 10. And since it's asking for the quantity, we need a positive number. Therefore, our answer is 10 meters.
Question 10 reads, the length of a rectangle is 4 meters more than the breadth, while the area is 117 square meters. Find the length. First, you let the unknown be x, which is the breadth. It is x, and the length, which is x plus 4. And the equation is x times x plus 4 equals 117, which is x squared plus 4x equals 117. Get half of 4x, which is 2, and square it on both sides. X plus 4x plus 2 square equals 117 plus 2 square. Then the equation is x plus 4x plus 4 equals 121. Then you factorize, which is x plus 2 square equals 121. You get the find the square root, which is x plus 2, and the square of 121 is 11. X is equals to 9 meters, and the length is x plus 4, which is 13 meters.
Thank you. Okay, the answer for number 6 and number 10. All right, number 6, because it's asking for the dimensions, the solutions are correct except that x represents the width. Therefore, the length is 14. Okay, because every time you ask for the dimensions, you must have the length and the width as well. So the length, sorry, width is 10, the length is 14 centimeters. All right, number 10. The length is 13 centimeters, and that's correct. What he's done is he's used completing the square to solve the equation. You can also factorize. You will find that if you subtract 117 on both sides, you can actually factorize x squared plus 4x minus 117 equals 0. Okay, so well done, Patrick and Livingston. Okay, I have to explain question 7 first before we go on to question 8 and question 9. All right, question 7 reads, the perimeter of a rectangle is 30 centimeters and its area is 50 square centimeters. Okay, if I make the width, if I make the width x, Remember that, note that there are two widths, that means this is x and this will also be x. If I add all four sides, I will get 30. That's what we are told, which means x plus this, these two are also equal. I know that if I add all of them, I will get 30. Now, can someone tell me what one of these lengths will be? One length, one of this one. 50 divided by xy. Is it because the area is 50? All right, what if I wanted to use only one letter instead of two letters? I want an expression for the length. If I take away, okay, the length, can I have everybody's attention, please? Okay, if I add 1, 2, 3, 4, I will get 30. Now, if I take away these two from 30, I will be left with the total length of these two. And then, what do I need to do to get one length? Divide by 2. So, the length is actually 30 minus 2x divided by 2, which is 15 minus x. Because I divide 30 by 2 and 2 by 2 as well. So, the area is equal to 15 minus x, which is the length, times the width, which is x. The area is 50. So, I get 50 equals 15x minus x squared, which is x squared minus 15x plus 50 equals 0. Two factors of 50 that will give me 15 are 10 and 5. So, x minus 5 times x minus 10. X is 5 or x is 10. Right, but I represented I represented the width by x. So, both of these ones cannot be the width. One of them has to be the length. So, in this case, we are asked to find the dimensions. The longer one will be the length and the shorter will be the width. So, we say that the dimensions are, the length is 10 centimeters and the width is 5. Okay, 10 times 5 will give me 50, which is the area. 5 plus 5 is 10. And then 10 plus 10 is 20. That's a perimeter of 30. So if you are given a question like this with simultaneous equations, you can represent them with two different letters. But here you need one letter only for quadratic equation, which is this. It will be the perimeter divided, take away 2 of this and then divide it by 2 again. That will give the length of the rectangle. All right, is it clear? That's question number 7. All right, we'll have Miriam to come and do question 8 and Velma to come and do question 9.
Question number 8 reads, a line 12 cm long is divided into two parts so that the square of one part is 9 times the square of the other part. How long was the shorter part? We'll let the shorter part be x, and the other side is 12 minus x. Okay, since it says that the other part was 9 times the square, so we'll got this as 9x squared, which is equals to 12 minus x squared. Okay, then we worked it out and we got 9x squared is equals to 144 minus 24x plus x squared, and we brought this x squared to this side and we minused it and we got 8x squared is equals to 144 minus 24x. Then we brought this 24 to this side, and then to get rid of the 8, we divided by 8 and got x squared plus 3x equals 18. And then we brought 18 to this side and made it a minus 18, and we factorized it to x minus 3 times x plus 6, which is equals to 0. Then x minus 3 is equals to 0, or x plus 6 is equals to 0, where x is equals to 3 or x is equals to negative 6. But because it's talking about length, we disregard x is equals to negative 6, so the shorter side is x is equals to 3 cm.
Good.
Question 9 reads, in a right angle triangle, one of the sides containing the right angle was 3 centimeters longer than the other side containing it. If the square on the hypotenuse was 225 centimeters square, find the side of the shortest side of the right angle. Okay. The longest side is represented by x plus 3, and the shortest side is represented by x. It's telling us here that the longest side is 3 centimeters longer than the shortest side. Okay, in this case, I use Pythagoras theorem. So I got x plus 3 squared plus x squared, because the square of this and the square of this will give me the square of that. And then I simplified it, so I got x squared plus 6x plus 9. That's the simplified form for x plus 3 squared plus x squared minus 225. Because I brought 225 in to make it in the same term. And then I added the like terms, so I got 2x squared plus 6x minus 216 is equals to 0. And then I had to get rid of 2, so I divided all the terms by 2. I got x squared plus 3x minus 108. And then I factorized, so I got 2 factors that I multiply to get negative 108 and add to get positive 3, x plus 12, x minus 9. X is therefore equals to minus 12, or x is equals to 9. Okay, because we're looking for the shorter side, given in centimeters, we disregard minus 12, so x is equals to 9. So if the shorter side is 9 centimeters long, then the longer side is 12 centimeters, so it's 3 centimeters shorter than the longer side.
Well done. Okay, we give a hand to the 4 students who had the guts to come up and explain this, because they did very well. Okay, the 2 questions on the board are actually explained very well, and they are also done very well. Okay, so we have only one question to do, and that is question 11. All right, do you understand the 4 questions that were done on the board? That was question 6, question 10, question 8 and 9. No questions? Hopefully you completed your work. All right, I'm going to explain question 11 because next lesson I would like to do something else. I'm going to put you into groups and you are going to do 4 questions each like you did the other time. And you'll choose 2 people to come and explain. And when you are explaining, please, you are explaining to the class, you are not explaining to the board. So make sure you pretend that you are the teacher and you look at the class once in a while just to explain to them. Okay, number 11, I'll do that quickly. A train traveled 240 kilometers. It says, had its average speed been 10 kilometers per hour faster, it would have taken 2 hours less. You all know that if someone travels faster, it will take him a shorter time. If he traveled slower, it will take him a longer time. So we have to find his actual average speed. So let x be the average speed. All right, I want someone to give me the formula for average speed, please. How can you find the average speed if you travel a distance given some time? Oh, sorry, not the average speed. Yeah, the average speed, because we are asked to find the average speed. Just give me a formula for the average speed, quick. Kila?
Speed equals distance over time.
Okay, it's total speed over the total time that is traveled will give us the average speed. Okay, this train traveled 240 kilometers per hour. But then it says it traveled 10 kilometers per hour faster, which means it traveled x minus 10, x plus 10 kilometers per hour faster. So we say x plus 10 faster, not minus. It's supposed to be faster. Then it says it would have taken this train 2 hours less. All right, 240 divided by x was supposed to be the average speed. Okay, but when he traveled faster, it took him less. The other speed is 240 over x plus, the other time is 240 over x plus 10. This one is 240 over x. Now, what are we going to do to make up an equation? One of them is 2 hours less than the other. Which one is 2 hours less than the other? This one or this one? This one? Okay, because this one's faster, this one's slower. So we are going to add 2 here, right? To make it equal. Right, so 240 over x plus 2 equals 240 over x plus 10. And all you have to do is multiply by the lowest common multiple. So multiply this by x times x plus 10. Multiply this by x times x plus 10. And this side by x times x plus 10. When you do this and this will cancel out, you have 240 times x plus 10. This one, 2x times x plus 10 equals x plus 10 and x plus 10 will cancel out. You get 240x. Okay. What you can do for homework, because I have to let you go, you are going to solve this equation and the answer is supposed to be 30 kilometers per hour. See if you can get that. And if you've done it and you've got 30 kilometers per hour, very good on you. That means you thought. It's not that hard, huh? Okay. Next lesson, like I said, I'm going to give you questions, 4 questions each, and you will work in groups. The key word to the pilot teacher is dimensions. Good afternoon, class. Thank you.